Hi, welcome to the Arcade Buffet. We have a very special review today. We're going to be reviewing a test pattern generator. And here it is. This is being made by CraftyMech on Klov. This one has lots of good features to it that a lot of the newer stuff or older stuff or stuff on the market does not do. So I'll get into it. You got your standard 10-pin, that's the well standard format and others. And then you've got your on and off switch, your standard and medium res, your select button for the different test patterns, and your dip switches that do several different things. So as you can see in the background, we have a 19-inch K7000. Well, my tube is crap. It's worn out. The green is very bad on it. But it will work for this demonstration, which is nice because it's a medium res. Well, as you can see, I got Cruisin' USA running on it now, which is only a medium res game. So I'll take and unplug Cruisin' USA and get down to the test pattern generator. But before I do, there's several nice features about it. It comes with this cable right here that allows you to update the firmware. So my unit is a beta unit, and I'm helping him bug test it and other things like that. But what's nice about it is, as different revisions come out, you can take and plug this cable into the test pattern generator and then plug it into your GQ4X, and you can reflash and upgrade the revision. So that way, as bug fixes come out or test patterns get added, or anything that needs to be updated can be added in or subtracted. So as new features come online, go offline, whichever one you want to use, you can. So it makes it real convenient. So you don't have to keep yanking out the EEPROM and tearing up sockets and bending legs and all that stuff. So let's get down to it. The other thing it does not come with is a test cable. I had to make this, which is not a big deal, and I also made one for the Sanyo. Let's see if I can dig it out here real quick. Let's see. Yep, right here. So I took a regular Sanyo from an old DK or something and left one end on it, cut the other end off, and added the 10-pin for the test pattern generator. So you have to make your own cables, or you can PM me or email me, and I can make a set for you. Not a problem. So, alright, well, let's get down to it. Let's go ahead and unplug Cruisin' USA here and get this all plugged in. So, we'll start here. And the other nice thing about it is, this is designed to use a 9-volt battery. And what's nice about that is it has a battery life of about 20 to 22 hours, which is a long time. So the average fella or lady that would like to use this to help test their monitors and stuff, there it is. Alright, so let's turn it on and give her a go here. First pattern that comes up is a checkerboard pattern. Like I say, my tube is crap. The chassis works just fine. So this is supposed to be white, but it's not. So for all intents and purposes, we will assume it's white. But anyway, it's got nice test patterns. Like I say, I have some bugs in this software, so 2 of the patterns are not going to be very good. Different test bars, which is nice. Different types, different thicknesses, so you can test your monitor and the purity as it goes across. And has your solid color screens. That's one of the bugs. That's 2 of the bugs. That's supposed to be a white screen, and that's the crosshatch. Well, it accidentally switched past another screen that I want to show you. There's also an animation screen, which is real nice. So as you're burning in your monitor, you don't have to worry about it accidentally, having a static screen. And so you're not just looking at raster, you can have, it's like a screensaver. So the other nice thing about this test pattern generator is it also outputs positive sync. So if you wanted to, even though there is no positive sync games that I'm aware of that run on a medium res, you can change the sync and run it in positive sync, which is nice. See, your positive sync is here. Here's your composite negative. I will take that off. As you can see, it works just fine adding positive sync as well. Also, what's nice about this, we'll change to a different color screen here, is for if you want to do a Sanyo, which I will do later in another review, you can also invert the colors. So just in case you wanted to on a medium res monitor, you have the option to invert the colors too, just to see if it works. And well, it works just fine. So the other nice thing about it is you can also turn off each color. So if you're having a color problem, you can turn 2 off and turn the one on that you need to work on to try and see if it's the tube or if it's the monitor, which is nice. So as you can see, it looks fantastic and it works great. And as new revisions of the software come out, I will update this and keep on trucking. So look for some future reviews for other monitor chassis. This happens to be a 19-inch K7000 medium res, and I will do it for other monitors, including the Sanyo, so you can see how the inversion works. So stay tuned for some more reviews. Alright, we're back. This is another review from a different chassis with a different tube and yoke setup. This is a K7000 19-inch chassis, standard res, but a tube swap with the native yoke on the tube. I did not swap the yokes. So here's what it does on this. There's some things that it does and some things it doesn't, but here's the review. Checkered pattern. This tube, like I say, this is a good tube due to the fact that there's dust on it from just being dusty in here, but this one is a good tube, so you can see the crosshatch pattern on this one is white and black like it's supposed to be, and the color bars and everything. Now you're going to notice curl and some other things on this chassis. Oh, I'm also running it inverted, so we'll get back to that here in a minute. As you can see, the colors on it and the patterns here and the crosshatch pattern look fine. So alright, let's uninvert it. Now we're at a standard signal, and you'll notice some differences as I go through in some of the patterns, and this is due to the fact of the yoke on the other TV, on the actual TV. So as you can see, it works just fine. Now we'll give a comparison on the other screen. Also, the one thing on this one, I don't know if this is from the test pattern generator or the tube, or the, excuse me, the yoke and stuff like that. I don't know. My suspicion is it's from the test pattern generator on the beta code. As you can see little squiggles. But the reason I think it's possibly the test pattern generator as a bug is it does it over the entire screen. There is no change from this corner to this corner to this corner to this corner to the center. They all do it in exactly the same place. Now, the test pattern generator has been adjusted to this tube, to this tube. So let's unplug it, and we will plug in a regular game board signal, and you will see a little bit of a difference. Alright, so now we've got Mortal Kombat running. As you notice, there's a little bit of a curl over here. So we will have to adjust the horizontal hold or the position to uncurl the image. So, and that's partially from the differences between the test pattern generator signal and a game PCB. It's the same thing if you were to swap PCBs. You always have to adjust them differently. They're always going to be off kilter or whatever. But anyway, just a general rundown of how nice the test pattern generator is, some of the bugs and things that will need to be changed before it comes out. But As you can see, it works great. So I will plug the test pattern generator back in just so you can see the differences in the image, and you will notice a difference. All right, see how you notice how now it's all cut off? So that's me fooling with the test pattern generator with the sinks. So, yep, doing exactly what it's supposed to. But now, as you can see, we have to adjust screen back over so that now we have the edge of the screen. So, all in all, it works good. Stay tuned for the next review. Alright, here we go. We're back. Got another review for the test pattern generator. This is a 19-inch K7000 standard resolution, but it is on a native from Wells Gardner, old CRT, pulled out of some game somewhere. But I wanted to give you a little rundown. So, as you can see, got Mortal Kombat playing on it, so it looks just fine. So, let's go ahead and switch over to the test pattern generator. Take just a minute here. We'll get her done. And plug that on, turn it on, and there we go. Now, everything was adjusted to Mortal Kombat, so now we're going to have to readjust a little bit to this tube. So, as you can see, the red's blurring just a little bit. So, we'll turn that down. Blue is blurring just a little bit. But also on this tube, the rings and stuff aren't very good on it either. They're broke loose. So, it's one of my test tubes. So, but for what we're doing here, it will work just fine. So, we'll red, green, turn blue down just a skimshin here. And there we go. That looks better. So, and this is a title screen, so we'll see what the next ones look like. My white's not too good. But like I say, this tube has problems as well. The rings and stuff are a little bit broke on it. But we'll give it a little tweak here. See if we can do... There we go. Turn down the green just a little bit. And it whitens right up. So, there we go. Anyway, let's go to the next screen. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. Now also, on a K7000, if you see this right here, and it's very apparent on this, it's the 50-60 Hertz pot. So, Mortal Kombat, you know, that has a refresh rate of about 52, 53 Hertz. Well, the test pattern generator is a little bit different. So, we're going to have to adjust that so we can see the difference. You see how it affects the linearity? So on the test pattern generator, we have to adjust it back. That's as max as it'll go, so it's as good as it's going to get. But let's see what we got going on here. And ignore that degauss. I have to pull this on and off the shelf, so it has a degaussing problem. But as you can see, it's some sort of poker game or something that came out of it. I don't know. But more apparent now that you can see it with the color bars. Test screens. Oh, that one there's got a bug, so we'll have to figure out why that is. That's the software, and that's supposed to say I'm helping debug. So, I'll test the sync just a little bit and see if that is the problem. Maybe. Yeah, the sync was off just a little bit. So, let's run back through here and see if we have that same glitch. White. Nope. So the sync was off just that little bit. It was making it go nuts. Yellow. Yep. That's supposed to be a gray screen, I believe. And that's the white screen. So, yep. Yeah, the sync was a little bit off. Okay. That's good to know. that'll help debug a little bit. And it's a little bit, screen's a little bit wide, but there again, that's the way it goes. Let's turn him over here just a little bit. Yeah, it centers it out a little bit. So, like I say, yoke and rings on this thing aren't that good. So, alright. Well, there we go. That's the test pattern generator on a K7000. Standard res 19. Alright, on to the next review. We'll be back in a short few.